The fake crowd noise is for me. So last night was the week 3 premiere of Dancing with the Stars. It was Disney night. So I compiled a little list, multiple pages actually, of my thoughts on each couple and the scores they got, who went home and whatnot. Now this is week 3. So just for me personally, a little recap. On premiere night, I thought Sky Jackson did the best. Last week, Justina Machado, that's how you pronounce your name. Phenomenal. Okay, so I am not a dancer at all, but I took ballet for 1 month, so I'm basically a professional dancer. It's like watching cooking shows and thinking that you're an expert baker. It's like me watching Dancing with the Stars for like 10 years and thinking I'm an expert dancer. My first thought on the show, Disney. It's Disney World, Disneyland. Good place, been there once. The intro, I get the intro a 6 out of 10. And I know they can't do like dancing intros now, but it was just kind of boring. Okay, the first couple who danced was Sky and Alan. They danced to Almost There from the Princess and the Frog. Now, if you know anything about TikTok, you know that that song is ruined for me. They got all 6s for a total score of 18 out of 30. I would have given them a 7. I thought it was way better than them 6s, but they did a turn in the dance, and Carrie Ann always has a cow about turns and lifts and whatever. But I think she definitely deserved a 7. The next couple was Monica Aldama and Val. They danced a Vietnamese waltz to The Little Mermaid's Part of Your World. They got 3 7s for a total of 21 out of 30. I also would have given them a 7. Carrie Ann mentioned something about their posture and their shoulders. Her shoulders go up, up, and up. And they gotta be like down and back or whatever. But I really loved it. I thought it was good. Next is Justina and Sasha. They danced to Mary Poppins' song Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and they danced a Charleston. They got 7, 6, and 6 for a total of 19 out of 30. I would have given them a 7. Okay, the last time I remember seeing that song on there in Mary Poppins was season 18. Charlie and Sharna. And I really love that dance. Charlie and Sharna's. The props for Justina and Sasha were really cool. Sasha is just amazing. He has great choreography. But they sing the songs themselves. I guess it's copyright. But sometimes it's not that good. You know? And the next was AJ and Cheryl. AJ is a Backstreet Boy. They danced a quick step to Aladdin's song Prince. Something I honestly could not hear what they were saying. They got 3 7s for a total score of 21 out of 30. I also would have given them a 7. Before each dance, they had like a little rehearsal package. It was adorable. He was talking with his kids and everything. But like in their dances, they have like the background of the screen on the floor, like graphics and stuff. I feel like that would have distracted me. But the judges were talking about his elbow dropping when he was in hold. That's why they docked a point, I think. Next up was Anne and Kia. Hercules, quick step, 0 to hero. They got 3 5s for a total of 15 out of 30. I also would have given them a 5. Anne called Keo a 30-year-old god. I kind of agree. I'm giving all these critiques like I know everything about dance. They tripped at the end and it kind of ruined like the ending of it. And Keo started with a lift and that made Carrie Ann dock a point because she's like the lift police or whatever. But I mean it was good. I liked it. But at the end they gave Anne or someone a microphone and someone had the mic clipped up here. Why do some get a mic and some don't? Next was Jenny and Brandon. They danced to the movie Up and the Vietnamese Waltz. I thought their waltz had really good content. A lot of waltz content. The costumes were super cute. They really did look like the characters from Up. They got a 7, a 7, and an 8 for a total of 22 out of 30. I would have given them an 8. I thought it was really good. And Derek was like, oh my gosh, this is your best dance. But then gives them a 7. Like the judges always say, this is your best dance of the night. Proceeds to get a 6. Or like, one time they said it was the best dance of the whole evening and they get a couple A5. I don't really understand the logic there, but. And then after Bruno gave Jeannie and Brandon the 8, she ran up there and stole the paddle from him. Same. Next up was Nelly and Daniela. They did a foxtrot from this new movie, Soul. It's alright. I think it'll be really hard to dance to a brand new movie that no one's seen before. Because one time someone danced to the movie Coco before it even came out. And they ended up doing a pretty good job. They got 3 6s for a total of 18 out of 30. I honestly would have given it a 7. Daniela can really choreograph. She knows what she's doing. Nelly got these custom shoes done from the foot surgeon. But they're like tennis shoes, but made into ballroom shoes. But they're tennis shoes, but they're ballroom shoes. It looks really cool on him. I don't know. Next up is the infamous Carole Baskin. Now week 1, Derek Huff actually sang the song Carole Baskin, like that TikTok Savage dance. He said it to her. Not like the actual lyrics, but telling her that she killed that freaking Paso. And I was like, and everyone on Instagram was like, well, they danced to The Lion King, Circle of Life, and The Lion King came out in 1994. I wasn't even born yet, it made me feel old. They got a 5, a 4, and a 3 for a total score of 12 out of 30. I would have given them a 5. They basically walked around the entire ballroom floor. It was their 3rd week doing something tiger themed. Dancing Stars knows what they're doing. They need to like change it up. 3rd week doing tiger themed, change it up. Now last week, I felt bad for her. Because she was talking about them rumors from Tiger King. Well, if you ask me, I don't think they were really rumors, but whatever. And this is how Bruno sat there the entire time. The entire time Bruno sat just like that. And at the end of the dance, like how it says The Lion King, it said the Carole Baskin. I mean, it was a 10 for the hair and makeup and the costumes. That was fantastic. Whoever did that deserves a raise. I mean, there wasn't like a lot of energy, but Derek did give credit to Pasha for dressing like that. It reminded me of when Mark Ballas was with Bristol Palin and he danced in a gorilla suit. They're kind of the same in that, I think. Next up is Caitlin Bristow and Artem. Caitlin's from The Bachelorette. They danced to Moana, How Far I'll Go, and it was a rumba. They got 8, 7, and an 8 for a total of 23 out of 30. I would have given them an 8. I've never seen the movie, but like I know the song, so yeah. I thought it had good rumba content. Carrie Ann called it the best dance of the night. I would respectfully disagree. And she danced with no shoes on, so Derek docked the point for that. But Carrie Ann said they danced like that in Hawaii, where she's from, I think. So it's like to give credit for that. But Caitlin last week had to do like an MRI. And then next up, we had Vernon Davis and Peta. They danced to the Beauty and the Beast. It was a quick step. The song was Be Our Guest. They got an 8, 7, and a 7 for a total of 22 out of 30. I would have given it a 7 out of 10. Because in the package, he was so happy to be playing the Beast. And Peta goes, "You're playing the candlestick." And he went, like that. It was really funny. They've done Beauty and the Beast spirit guests before with Danica and Val in season 18, and in my opinion, that was the best one, with Danica and Val. They had good quick step action, and Derek Huff told Vernon, real men play candlesticks. They did have quite a few foot fumbles, but it was still pretty good. Carrie Ann then once again called that her favorite dance, Shake It and Maid. And then next up we have Nev and Jenna, Argentine Tango, Pirates of the Caribbean. They got 3 8s for a total of 24 out of 30, highest of the night so far. I would have given them a 7 out of 10, just because, well, I've never seen the movie, but when Riker and Allison did that in season, I don't remember the season, I didn't have to see the movie to understand the plot line of Riker and Allison's dance, but I cannot understand Nave and Jenna's dance. I mean, it was so good, but that's why I would have given them a 7. And then we had Johnny and Britt. They danced to the song from Mulan, Reflection. It was a rumba. They got 3 8s for a total of 24 out of 30. I would have given them a 9. I've never seen Mulan, but that also, I did not need to see the movie to get the point of the dance, of the story. Got a good rumba content, great lines, turned out, foot, straight leg. Britt's just an amazing choreographer. Like, it was epic, beautiful, and just all around amazing. And I had no idea who Johnny was before watching the show, but now he's in my top 5. Next up was Jesse and Sharna. They danced to Newsies, King of New York, and it was a jive. They got 7, 6, 7 for a total of 20 out of 30. I would have given them a 7 out of 10. I saw the play and I really loved the play, so I was really excited to see this because I don't think there's been a Newsies dance. I could be wrong, but yeah. He kind of looked like he messed up at the beginning. Like his feet didn't extend on some parts like they should have. And it wasn't his best, but it wasn't his worst so far. I mean, it's only week 3. He can only go up from there. And his musicality was not that great. He kind of got a little bit ahead of the music a little bit. But when his footwork and musicality was good, the dance looked great. And last but not least, we had Chriselle and Gleb. They danced a waltz to Cinderella's A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes. They got a 7, 7, and 8 for a total of 22 out of 30. The song was fantastic. They had a really good beginning, like a fake midnight at the end. Like the same as movie where like the clock strikes midnight and then she leaves, like they did that kind of thing. It was like 65%-ish in hold. I think it should have been more in hold. And then Gleb shaved. And he looked like a toddler with no beard. The elimination. In the bottom 2 were Carol and Pasha, and Ann and Kia. The judges saved Derek Huff saved Ann and Kia, and Bruno saved Ann and Kia. So by default, 2 out of 3, Ann and Kia would be saved. But when Tyra Banks asked Carrie Ann who she would save, she said Ann and Kia. So Carol, Baskin, and Pasha went home. Now, at the top of the leaderboard after last night, tied for first place was Neve and Jenna, and Johnny and Britt for a total of 24 out of 30. And at the bottom was Carol and Pasha with a 12 out of 30. And I think above, well, since Carol and Pasha were eliminated, I think the bottom was Ann and Kia with a 15 out of 30. Those are all my thoughts from a non-dancer about Dancing with the Stars of Week 3 Disney Night. Thanks for watching.